Guys, what's going on? It's Mesa Sean, and we're looking at some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which they couldn't plug enough. Was recorded on the wonderful Xbox One, which means us PlayStation Nation. Do people even use that term anymore? PlayStation Nation will be getting the delayed DLC, and I'll talk about that in a second. But what's up, guys? So E3 unveiled this yesterday, and it's kind of similar to last year when we got the Ghosts single player campaign first, and then we all just went overboard with making speculation on what multiplayer is going to be like. I have to just be frank, I almost never play single player campaign missions on any of the games. I just go straight to multiplayer. But I think there's a lot of things we can deduce from this particular trailer that will carry over to multiplayer. So let's get into it. So just to give you a quick background, for me at least, because I know my channel's been all Killzone, Shadowfall, I primarily have been a COD fanatic for years. Started with Black Ops, then went to Modern Warfare 3. I think in Black Ops 2, I had about 20 some odd days played, and already on Ghosts, sadly, even though I haven't really posted any footage of it, I've got almost 19 days played. Okay, so safe to say I'm a big fan of Call of Duty. Not exactly ecstatic with Call of Duty Ghosts, and that's a whole other topic, and my previous video talks about that. But for me, still Black Ops 2 was, you know, the holy grail for me. I know it had a lot of issues, but for me, just from an enjoyment perspective, Black Ops 2 was the game. What worries me about this is probably the obvious, is that it looks almost too futuristic, which means I'm sure you're already seeing all the Titanfall, you know, references all over the internet, the double scuff jumping, and I hate scuff jumpers enough on Call of Duty Ghosts, even though there's no scuff controller for PS4. So let alone having tons of double scuff jumping jetpack people on here. So I don't know. I'm kind of, you know, caught between. This could be really, really innovative. I mean, the graphics look phenomenal, and maybe we need something different. I don't know. I mean, I'm a purist when it comes to Call of Duty, and I want a I guess, current day or semi-futuristic, if that makes sense, militaristic shooter. Not exactly something that's totally out of the realm of being on this planet Earth. So you're saying, well, you know, how do you like Killzone? That has absolutely nothing to do with anything that's realistic. Well, that's the experience I want. See, when I play Killzone, I expect it to be nothing like Call of Duty. I expect it to have total futuristic things and abilities and weapons that would never be seen on planet Earth. But when I play Call of Duty, you know, I'm kind of old school like that. I like that old, you know, militaristic shooter. And even though Ghost wasn't as much fun, I still think games like Black Ops 2, even though it was, you know, takes place in the year 2025, and Ghost is in some sort of future, it still had a real, I guess, current day, you know, militaristic feel. So back to the references, you know, with Titanfall and the jetpacks and the double jumping and all that stuff. I mean, I didn't really dig Titanfall. I did buy into the hype, and when I played it, I mean, I thought it was a cool game, but it just got bored quickly, you know. So it's really what I'm concerned with is, you know, how are the game mechanics going to be? Because, you know, it's not a Infinity Ward game, it's not a Treyarch game. I was really hoping Treyarch was going to make the next Call of Duty, to be frank, just because I'm such a huge fan of Black Ops 2. So what, you know, what are the mechanics going to feel like? Because it's Sledgehammer Games, and I know that I believe they helped work with Modern Warfare 3, I think, or they had partial work with them with regards to the campaign, I think. You know, so will it have the type of mechanics and feel of pretty much all Call of Duty? Because even though Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and all these other companies are all very different, they did all kind of adhere to just like a basic feel to it, you know. When they released that poll regarding what customers would like, you know, regarding pre-ordering, and everyone was voting for Nuketown, a re-exo, or whatever they call it, reskin of Nuketown, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, I hated Nuketown in Black Ops. I hated the remake of it in Black Ops 2. And let's, you know, take Ghost for example. When they plugged, you know, the freefall map, that's the worst map in Ghost. I avoid that map like the plague, you know. So to see kids voting for that, but now it looks like they're turning it around and they're all voting for beta. Beta would be phenomenal, but I highly, highly doubt that we're gonna get a beta. Because you gotta think about it. Call of Duty is such a big brand that there's no way that Activision is going to release a beta for the fanatics like myself, or, you know, say Fisticuffs and Thunder and all those guys, to really criticize it and upload videos, and then people are not going to want to buy it, you know. See, other companies are smart with releasing beta because they want to put out the best product possible. So Call of Duty already has us, you know, pretty much by the collar, that we're going to buy it regardless of it. So for them, it's not in their best interest for a beta. It's in our best interest. I mean, I've heard some other YouTubers comment on that. They feel that Call of Duty Ghosts right now is still in beta form because of all the changes they've made. So another concern I have is with the whole MLG thing and how Activision does cater to the 1% of players that purchase their game. If you think about it, they'll make changes and basically do anything that the MLG, you know, small 1% of the people that purchase their game, they'll make changes for them, but the 99% of us who spend all of our money on Season Pass and DLC and Wolf Skins and Sergeant Gunnery Hartman voice packs, you know, will cry and beg and, you know, ask for changes that will never be made. But if, you know, the Bison is overpowered for an MLG player, that gets, you know, nerfed, you know, the following week. So, you know, so either way, I'm going to keep an open mind, but because I'm on PSN, I am not wasting my money on a Season Pass like I did last time. I think it's a big spit in the face to PSN users, even though there was way more people on PSN playing Ghosts for PS4 than Xbox One, but I'm not going to give them my money for that. So anyway, so that's my quick thoughts. I will be uploading Advanced Warfare on this channel, so please subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks and have a great day.